Yes, children, the next topic is calls in arrears and calls in advance. Here, the company may through prospectus, means it is mentioned in the prospectus itself, to give you an option. Option means facility, that if any of the shareholders, that is allottees, fail to pay an installment, that is the allotment or first call money, etc. The installment money, the same can be paid along with subsequent installment money. This option is known as calls in arrears option. See, once again I am telling you, so the company through prospectus gives an option. Generally the shareholders have to pay the allotment money, first call money, as and when the letter is received and before the stipulated period which is mentioned in the letter. So, but sometimes the shareholders may not be able to pay the amount on time. So in such a case the company gives through prospectus, it is mentioned in the prospectus only, so gives the option or facility to the shareholders or the allottees of the shares to pay the failed money. Means if they have failed to pay the installment or allotment money, they can pay it along with the first call money. This or if they fail to pay the first call money, they can pay it along with the second call money. If they fail to pay the second call money, they can pay it within a specified period which is mentioned in the prospectus. This option or the facility is known as calls in arrears option. See, for example, the entries are bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit to share allotment account. See, at the time of paying the share allotment, some of the shareholders failed to pay the amount, that is debited to calls in arrears, and the remaining allotment money is received through bank. And of course the due entry it is not mentioned, and at the time of first call money received, bank account to share first call money, along with that calls in arrears also being received. Calls in arrears money is also means this amount who have failed to pay the allotment money have paid off along with the first call money. This is what is calls in arrears option. Again I am telling you, sometimes the company generally gives an option that if any of the shareholders fail to pay the installment money, that is the allotment money or first call money, the same can be paid along with subsequent installment money, that is along with the subsequent call money. This option or facility is known as calls in arrears option. For that, journal entries, of course the remaining entries are passed as usual. When the allotment money is not received, some of the shareholders fail to pay the money, the same is being debited to calls in arrears. Means calls in arrears, this entry is made at the time of receiving the payments of installments, that is allotment, etc. If any of the shareholder fail to pay the allotment money, that amount is being debited to calls in arrears, and the remaining whichever is received is debited to bank account to share allotment. And first call money to share first call to share capital, as usual it is written, it is passed, and bank account debit to first call, the first call money is received. Along with that, these arrears are also being received, that is credited to calls in arrears account. So far it is not received, so it is shown as a deduction from the subscribed not fully paid, so in the balance sheet. So that too it is written in the notes to accounts. We have seen the balance sheet, the notes to accounts is prepared, in which the authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed fully paid and subscribed not fully paid. In that, how many shares are there, how much amount is to be received, out of that what are the calls in arrears, that is deducted, and the remaining amount is shown, and the total fully received and the not fully received total amount is shown in the share capital subhead. Now this is about the calls in arrears. Of course the company charges, if it is giving the facility, but it charges 10% per annum interest on that calls in arrears money. Of course this is not in our syllabus, still I am telling you. And next come to the calls in advance option. Calls in advance option. See, like this, the company may through prospectus, means it is mentioned in the prospectus itself, to give an option that shareholders or the allottees can pay the subsequent call money in advance along with the earlier call money. Means the first call money can be paid along with the allotment money, or first call and second call money can be paid along with the allotment money, etc. And this option is known as calls in advance option. And for these entries will be bank account debit to share allotment, suppose, and along with that first call and second call money, first call money is received. That first call money which is received in advance is put to the calls in advance account credit. And when the first call money is received, will be received bank account to first call, so we will do pass a journal entry, and in between that advance money is being adjusted here. So the entry is passed. Bank account debit, calls in advance account debit to first call account, being share first call money received. And here calls in advance is shown under the subhead other current liabilities and major head current liabilities of the balance sheet. So far it is not adjusted. If it is once adjusted, it is over. That means it will be closed. The credit, debit. Here also debit, credit. It will be closed. The account will be closed. And of course, without passing this, taking this also, we can pass the journal entries. But here we are studying taking the calls in arrears and calls in advance into entries. This is about calls in advance. See, calls in advance. When the company gives this option, company pays 12% interest on this advance money, interest per annum on this advance money. So far it is not adjusted from the date of payment to the date of adjustment. 12% per annum interest is given by the company. Now let us see once again. The company may through prospectus gives an option if any of the allottees or shareholders fail to pay the allotment money, they can pay it along with first call money, or first call money they have failed, they can pay it along with the second call money likewise. And the entries are bank account, calls in arrears to share allotment, suppose, and bank account to first call, and the two calls in arrears whenever it is received. And so far it is not received, it is shown as a deduction from the subscribed but not fully paid amount in the notes to accounts of the balance sheet, share capital head. Okay, the calls 10% per annum interest is charged when this option is given for this period from the date of not received to the date of the payment. And next, calls in advance. Just contrary to that, a company may give through prospectus an option that shareholders can pay the subsequent, if wants, it is not compulsory, to pay the subsequent call money in advance along with the earlier call money. Means first call money can be paid along with allotment, second call money, first call money can be paid along with allotment, so on. This is known as, this option is known as calls in advance option. Entries bank to share allotment, for example, the two calls in advance means first call money, second call money have been received, or first call money has been received. That is credited. When it is received, credited. When it will be adjusted at the time of first call receipt, then that will be debited. So far it is not adjusted. Then it is shown under the subhead other current liabilities and major head current liabilities. The company, when the option is given, pays 12% per annum interest on this calls in advance money. So this is about the calls in arrears and calls in advance.